Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG. That's not too fizzy. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. It's the Monday show. If you're not a regular viewer, this is going to be a boring thing as we're just talking about show stuff. So maybe tune in tomorrow. We got some good stuff tomorrow. But for regular viewers, we got a lot to cover. So let's just get right into it. First, viewer comments. These are not so much questions, they're just comments. TV Time Mom, how you doing? She said, hi Bob, checking in. Haven't talked to you in a while. That's true, you haven't. I suppose you've been busy with your gardening. It says, my outdoor veggie garden is starting to wrap up. She's, you're in the Midwest there somewhere, right? So it's probably starting to get a little cold or something. I don't know how the weather goes there. Let us know about that. Starting to wrap up. Some did good, some did bad. Most were neglected. Can't help it. We all get busy. All would have done great if I had stuck to using the program. Well, what are you going to do, LOL? Wait for the indoor grow in the winter and try again. This is really nice. I congratulate you on all your hard work and efforts in making the OCG YouTube show the best it can be. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks, TV Time Mom. I sure appreciate that. And good luck with your indoor garden. Next one, Carolina guy. I think kind of a new viewer to the show, maybe. I hadn't noticed the name before. He says, you're always great, Bob. Love the show. Thanks. That's very nice. My kit got shipped today. He's talking about the comprehensive kit. My kit got shipped today. Can't wait to see how it's all going to work together. Though I do know the regimen is feed, feed, tea, feed, feed, flush. That was from Carolina guy. That was nice to hear. Let us know how it goes with the kit, how it's going if you have any questions. So that was nice. I wanted to do those, say hey to those people. And now, let's just get on with the list. Hold on a second. I'm not thrilled with the Stewarts. A little sweet. I kind of like that other one. The Dads, I think it was. Anyway, Monday show. That's what we're talking about now. We have some viewer questions here that I want to go over now. We're going to do a viewer questions on Friday, but let's just go over these now. Bubba said, Son, you got to be a chemist to use this stuff. You may be right. It does get too complicated. But we've been working on the comprehensive feeding regimen, and just today I did one of the interviews for a show we're going to do a little later in the week. And you know, the chart's starting to come together real simple. I think by the time we get the comprehensive feeding regimen chart done, you're not going to need to be a chemist. You're probably not even going to need to be a bartender to get it done. It's going to be pretty straightforward. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I appreciate the comment, Bubba. Let's see here. Turk182 said, just came from a video of a guy spraying this on his flowering plants. He's talking about Xeritol. The video was on the Xeritol video. A few weeks from harvest. Spraying it on a few weeks from harvest. Is that how you're supposed to use this? Well, you know, I'm not sure. I could venture an opinion, but what I did is I called up Sarah from BioSafe, the company that actually makes this stuff, and left her a message. So later in the week, I hope to have BioSafe have Sarah on the show, or at least give us an answer about when you can use Xeritol, if you can spray it on the plants, how late you can spray it on the plants, spray on the plants. So that's good. We'll get that going. So, there you go. 94 Organic said, Bob, so the amounts he's talking about, is that every feeding? I've been using it once a week at 8 millimeters per gallon. This is talking about full-on. Let's just start over and know what this is about full-on. He said, Bob, so the amounts he's talking about, is that every feeding? I've been using it once a week, 8 milliliters per gallon, and foliar feeding also once a week. No, you're doing it right. He's not talking about every time in the video when Rob was talking about using the full-on. Full-on. Couple times a week. Couple times a week is pushing it hard. Maybe once a week, maybe 3 times a week at the most. You don't need to do a ton of it. You can do more, and it can be more helpful, but no, don't push that hard. You don't need to do that. So, R-Dubs, longtime viewer, big supporter of the show, says, are you going to apply this new comprehensive feeding schedule you came up with actual plants? Keep up the great work. Thanks, R-Dubs. Yes, in fact, I am. I have some news about that. I was just talking with Scott Ostrander and a few other people. We're like, you know, we should do a show or do parts of the show that are about what you all are experiencing out there in the real world, doing tent grows, closet grows, small stuff like that, how you do it step by step, actually with actual plants. And we probably won't use the plants that you might be using, but we'll use some plants that are an analog to that. And I just called up, was it Tyler? It was Tyler, I think. No, it's not Tyler. It's Brian. Let me see. Brian. It's Brian. I called up Brian from Gorilla Grow Tents, and I said, "Hey, Brian, could you guys send us up a tent? We'll take care of you with some talking good about you. Could you send us up a tent we can use to do a grow?" And he said, "Heck yeah!" So Brian from Gorilla Grow Tents is sending us up a tent. I'm going to talk to some people about getting a light, get a little table in there. We're actually going to do a tent grow on the show. Now, it'll probably be slow going because, you know, plants grow slow, but I'm going to stick to it this time. I know we tried a couple times to grow before, and it kind of lost momentum because of the slow pace of it, but we're going to get it done this time. I'm going to do this for you. So that's that. The only thing I think we really got left is this week. What's going on this week on the show? What's this, like a 10-minute show? I hope we haven't gone too long. I hope you're not getting bored. But let's get right to it. So this week, today, we got the Monday show. Tuesday, Dan Meekum from Bigfoot Mycorrhiza. These guys, Bigfoot Mycorrhiza, these guys is going to be on the show, and we're going to talk about it for the comprehensive feeding regimen. We're going to fill in the old Bigfoot lines down here as to what you do, but we're also going to talk about how it works, why it works, that sort of thing. Should be pretty cool. And then Wednesday, Newton Hayes from SLF 100 is going to be here. Same thing, working on the feeding regimen, getting that done, but also we talk with him. He's a fun guy, should be pretty cool. Thursday, here's what I want to do Thursday. Well, let me just tell you about Friday. Friday, Scott Ostrander is going to be here from Nectar for the Gods. So if you got any questions for Scott, or here's another thing I was thinking about. If you have any suggestions about topics, just general topics you'd like us to talk about on that, because it's kind of turning into more of a free-form kind of thing with just Scott rapping about the, you know, about the world, about what's going on with growing, that kind of thing. So if you have any thoughts about what we could do on Friday, for sure, let me know. But here's what Thursday's going to be. Every viewer question. Because I got to tell you, the comments on the videos, you guys have some really good questions, and it's really almost always a thoughtful discourse on growing. Very rarely is there any snarkiness of any kind. I really appreciate that we've got a really nice community here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the comments for ages and ages and find out anything we may have missed, and we are going to address every comment. And I'm hoping for the time being, I'm sure the channel is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. There's going to be thousands of comments at some point, and we won't be able to keep up with it. But for now, this is my thing to you. My promise is I want to do the tent grow and go all the way through that grow so we can follow that using this stuff in a complete grow. And any question that gets asked, a reasonable question, I want to go in there and answer those questions or at least address them in some way. So that's what Thursday's going to be. We're going to go hit it hard on the viewer questions. Now, a lot of the questions will be Scott Ostrander questions we'll answer on Fridays, but we're going to go through and find an expert to answer your question, or I'll answer it. We will address it in some way. I'm going on and on, but I'm excited about the show. I'm feeling like we're kind of finding our way a little bit here a year or so in. So I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM339TMS. And if you buy anything while you're there, use the code FAMSUMMER. It's going to save you 20%, and it's a lot of fun. It's the Monday show, it's the Monday show, 'cause it's Monday, and we're having a show. See you tomorrow. Dan's going to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun.